The day I got emancipated when I was just 16 years old will stick with me forever. I left my house and never went back March 3rd, 2003. I had just had my daughter. I was 16 years old. I had her back in January, so I had a very young newborn. I was going to school every day. She was going with me. I had no help at night because my mom would not let my daughter's dad come over and help with nighttime feeding. So I was so exhausted. And on this night, my mom was on one of her benders. I grew up with a alcoholic addict. She came downstairs. I was getting ready for bed. I just gotten my daughter to bed. And she goes, "You need to clean up the puke from your dog. You need to clean it up." And I said, "Mom, I'm so tired. Can I please, like when she's up for her feeding, I'll go take care of it or I'll get it in the morning." And she just lost it. She completely lost it on me and then zipped out and disappeared upstairs. I lived in the basement. And next thing you know, I hear this pounding of feet. My stepdad did really bad things to me. And whenever I heard the pounding of the feet from above and I knew he was coming down, I had to brace. And I heard him running at me. He comes in and he tells me I need to get the F out of the house, give him my keys, because my mother left a note on how she was going to off herself because of me and got in her car. And I'm assuming she was highly intoxicated because that's the state she was in there. So I called up my sister, told her what was going on, and then I called up my daughter's dad's family, and his mom and him came and picked me up and took me to their house for them. I stayed with them for the night, and then I went to the school the next day, and I went straight to the counseling office. I was like, I need to make sure my mom's okay. I need to make sure she's okay. And this was on March 3rd, 2003. It was her birthday. Like, I was heartbroken. And they sent the police over to do a wellness check, and she would not come to the door. She was talking through them, very combative. Shortly after that, I got information from the school that my mom had reached out to them, and the best way to solve this was I needed to marry my daughter's dad or give my kid up for adoption. And mind you, I was doing so well in school. I was going to graduate a year early. I worked my tail off. There was no need for any of this. But that's what you get growing up with an addict parent. So, you know, my oldest daughter, I say she saved my life. Her, that's her name is after that. And getting out of that house, being emancipated and being forced to be married at 16 with a baby, is that ideal? No. But I can't say the word on here. The stuff I was put through in that house by my mother and my stepdad, it was so much better to get out of there. And so I remember going to the courthouse with my daughter's dad, and he was older, he was 19. And God bless him and his family for taking me in, because I don't know what I would have done. And my mom signed me away. They had my dad on the phone. He signed away his parental rights, and I married my daughter's father at 16 years old and was emancipated. So that story will stick with me forever. And every year on her birthday, I still think about it. And my hope is I keep sharing my life stories on my page. So you can go to my page. I live a life I could never have dreamed of, ever, ever. And if I can give one person the hope that, like, don't give up, do not give up, no matter how hard life gets, that's my goal.